Hello and welcome to Nur for everyone. In this opportunity, I would like to do a short video talking about a little bit about the censorship. We can call the blockbuster title of the last show, the international censorship for the flat earth topics. And I assume that already a lot of you guys seen a bunch of real life event videos like you can see on the news. I just want to remind you some of those so we can leave as a storyline for the video. So let's remind it.
What kind of borderline videos are we talking about here?
Right, so Google in their blog post this morning, they gave us 3 examples. There was one, they said videos that promise cures for fake cures for serious illnesses. The other was flat earth, which is a conspiracy theory that has taken on remarkably kind of reached pop culture level, where you have like NBA stars and rap stars dropping the fact that they believe in the flat earth.
This is a fascinating one. This is a fascinating one. I mean, there are innumerable videos on YouTube about claiming that the earth is flat.
So now they've invented this new category called borderline videos that are not removed. They don't violate the policies, but they promise they're going to try to remove them from recommendations.
They promise they're going to try to remove them from recommendations.
Do you ever think in the United States that false information will be something where you strike it from the platform?
If we are just suddenly saying, like, we believe this to be true, look, like, is the earth flat? Like, I think most people think it's flat. Like, I think most people think it's flat. I mean, think it's round, but there are people out there who think it's flat.
These online corners of the internet that start these conspiracy theories, and then it sort of seeps into the mainstream dialogue.
But I'm showing it here when there are videos that are focused around something that's a conspiracy. Next to the video, information from Wikipedia.
In terms of conspiracy theory content generally, our goal is to promote authoritative content to our users. So we have 2 principles that guide the way here. That's the first one, is we want to provide users with authoritative, trustworthy information.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I only have a minute and a half, and I don't really need to hear what you're trying to provide. I want to know how you're dealing with all these conspiracy theorists on your platform.
So the first way is by demoting low-quality content and promoting more authoritative content, and the second is by providing more transparency for users. So we're introducing boxes that provide factual information at the top of results that have shown themselves to turn up a lot of information that is counterfactual, such as searching for the earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Such as searching for the earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Did you see what is going on with this kind of international censorship? Of course, in the official blog of YouTube, you can read immediately that the idea is to present like a borderline. So who is going to be the judge of that kind of borderline? And the first thing you're going to hear is like this kind of promoting a funny miracle cure for a serious illness. So Germanic medicine from Dr. Hammer is going to be one of those miracle cure. The MMS is going to be one of those miracle cure, so it's going to start to censor even that kind of important things for the health of the people, because chemotherapy, for example, nobody talks about that, and it's only have like a 2-3% of effectivity. So you know where the things are going, right? I believe in nowadays, if you just make a little short investigation from yourself, immediately you're gonna come with the conclusion that something strange at least happened in that kind of event. And we know that the false flag events in YouTube are one of the most strike videos out there. And the last one is the flat earth claim, which, the flat earth is the topic that opened the complete doors of this reality. You know, a lot of people doesn't care about the 9/11 or other conspiracy, but you know, just for fun, start to research about the flat Earth and immediately become a self-awareness person about how the world maybe works, right? Who are behind the politicians, the corporations, the religious institutions, the scientific institutions, and so on. And the last thing that I want to share with you is this opening of the Nobel Prize dialogue, which was taking place in Santiago of Chile in 2019. You know, it's talking about the future of learning, and one of the person that opened this event, it was a woman, an astrophysicist woman called Maria Teresa Rees. Maria Teresa Rees, she was the first woman to receive Chile's National Prize for Exact Science. She also received a lot of awards related with science and astrophysics and, you know, things like that. So she's a very important people for Spanish community in terms of astrophysics and science. So this woman was opening the event. So you must have in mind that this is a Nobel Prize, and supposedly Nobel Prize, you know, they have like Nobel Prize for peace. But this woman is gonna be really, really clear about what it need to be done with the flat Earth situation in the entire world, and of course in the social network. Let's take a look what she proposed to do with the flat Earth topic.
Buenos días. You know, we are the first generation to know our history, the history of humanity. We now know when the universe started and how the universe has evolved step by step, forming ever-growing complex structures until it from fundamental particles to atoms to molecules, life with a conscience, us. And we know then we all have the same origin. Our ancestors are the stars, and we also know that we will probably face the same fate. And in order to be successful confronting the different challenges we will face, we need to learn how to work together. So in order for that to be possible, we need to start now. And we need to start, continue to push the boundaries of knowledge. This is something that we cannot stop doing. And it's a very difficult task. And education for that is very important, because this is the only way to suppress or kill all the magic that happens, you know, those who believe in the flat Earth or things like that. That will not take us to a good end, because this is the only way to suppress or kill all the magic that happens, you know, those who believe in the flat Earth or things like that. Kill all the magic that happens, you know, those who believe in the flat Earth or things like that.
You hear for yourself, she talks about kill in a Nobel Prize dialogue for the future of learning. No address, not, you know, maybe make a real debate or, you know, take another path to solve the issue of the flat Earth. No, they proposed in a Nobel Prize event is kill directly the flat Earth. And of course, we know that that's impossible because every day is growing so fast, this topic, that there's not gonna be so many bullets to kill the flat Earth. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you understand my English. I try to get better every day, so I assume that in the future videos I'm gonna have better pronunciation. And thank you everyone, and see you in the next video.
Joining us tonight is a man who has literally pondered the mysteries of the heavens as part of his job. He is an astronomer at the Vatican Observatory and the president of the Vatican Observatory Foundation, a Jesuit, and the co-author of the new book, Would You Baptize an Extraterrestrial? We're delighted to have joining us Brother Guy Consolmagno in studio. Great to see you, brother.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
I want to start with this notion that people have, that there's a conflict between faith and science. You don't see it that way.
Well, of course not. I mean, here I am, I've got a collar and an MIT ring, which proves you can be at the same time a fanatic and a nerd. and I am. I'm something of a nerd about my religion, but I'm a fanatic about my science. And what people have to remember is that science came from the church. What people have to remember is that science came from the church.
What people have to remember is that science came from the church.
Yep.
It was invented in the medieval universities.
Yep.
It was invented in the medieval universities.
Yep. It was invented in the medieval universities.
Education for that is very important.
What people have to remember is that science came from the church.
Because this is the only way to kill, to suppress or kill all the magic that happens, those who believe in the flat earth or things like that. That would not take us to a good end.
Why was the church interested? Because it was interested in science, because it's interested in the physical universe.
Following Copernicus' publications, it is probable the Jesuit order has produced more astronomers than any other demographic in Europe. That, ostensibly, a religious order should produce so many scientists should cause surprise. However, as these scientists have focused nearly exclusively in but one area, this gives us reason to question.
That would not take us to a good end.
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
The Earth is flat.